Motherhood. Does it give you the chance to be everything you desire and also raise children that you're proud of tomorrow and still achieve your goals, your dreams, your career goals to the heights you desire it? Is there a possibility? Okay, so let's look at today's story and see if we're going to hit something today. Some years back, actually, I was in a community of creative designers. I have basic knowledge in graphic design and product design, UI, UX, web design, and the rest. So creativity is something I love doing. So I met this group of ladies, pretty young. As at then, I seemed to be the only married person in the community. So they had a lot of questions for me. So this lady goes something like, with all these things I've been able to achieve, is it that when I get married, I can't do that? So a few people gave her a response to the best of their knowledge, and they were like, what do you think? As for me, I wouldn't put you in a situation where you don't understand. I think you'll find out when you get there. But at the end of the day, we all need a direction, isn't it? Many of us get surprised when they get into this family life and they're wondering, what did I just do? Where do I start from here? So this is more like my story. I've always been the one that loves traveling, doing things for myself, adventuring, learning tools, learning things, learning musical instruments. I can play quite a few of them. And suddenly I can no longer do that thing because I have kids. And even before then, I had resigned from my workplace then, and I was pregnant with twins. So I had this thing about no too much movement. And also when they arrived, I found out that I can't do so much because carrying them around was almost impossible for me. It boiled down to staying at home more often than I desired. It was frustrating. It was somehow, like, I don't even know how to place the emotions then. But somehow, I became very hungry to find out how to survive this life. It starts with questions, and which was where I started from. How can I work, earn a living, and still be at home with my kids? Because as it were then, it was just them and I. So if I were to go anywhere, I have to take them along or leave them in a creche or stay at home with them and take care of them. So I had to choose the later part. I was taking care of them because yes, I gave birth to CS, so I had to heal as well. I know those 3 months break is just like 2 weeks, like before you know what's happening, it's all gone and you're back to work. I remember a situation where I was in church and we were leaving for church. This lady was kind of literally crying that she's leaving her 3 months old here into the care of a creche. Okay, she's leaving her child in the creche to resume her banking job. I felt bad for her, and those were the things that inspired me to find a way to balance this life and to remain at home with your family. So everything we're home, I had to find a way to balance. It started with the desire not to spend my days sitting around hating myself, hating everybody that is involved in getting me to that position of motherhood. But at the other side of it, are you not always happy that you have these children? So what do we do to manage this? I had to start by asking questions. People that are in developed countries don't always have nannies. They don't always have the resources or the finance to take their children to creche. So they have a way to do things. And I see a lot of videos about DIYs, stuff like that. And I asked myself, how can I get a remote job? That was where my question started. I went online and I started searching. What is remote job? How can I get a work from home, DIY or stuff like that? How can I get people to give me creative design jobs while I'm in my house? And I was very lucky because I had made good contacts when I was still in fashion school, in active service. So I had good relationship with people that knows what I do. So when I reached out to them, I still do my creative job. If you have any offer, if you have a runway show, I can do the illustration, I can do your tags, I can do your design, send it to your printers and get it all done. So I got these two ladies sign up for my service or pay up for my service, and within 2 days I made 80,000. And I told myself, girl, there's money in the air. And that began my journey into remote work. But don't forget, I had a skill that led me to that journey of remote work. So how have I been doing this since 2011 to 2025? That's 14 years. Are you serious? No. I stopped working in 2014. So this is 11 years later. 11 years later, I am still thriving from home. So those baby boys are now big boys today. They can help in the house. I save my energy and plan for work, personal development, projects, outdoor programs, training programs, and all of them. I return home and we are all fine and steady. These were the sacrifices I made earlier. Now that I have things that will take me out, I'm not scared because I've been able to groom them to helping themselves when they would, and however possible for them to survive without their mother. If I could do it, you too can do it. Did I have people that helped me? Yes. I was always asking questions. More older women that are in the industry, I always take inspiration from women that have successfully passed through this stage of life. So I was steadily informing myself, encouraging myself, trying out what works for me. Today, I have formed a community of more than 1,000 women doing the same thing with me, learning from the Shimeji story. Maybe sometime I'll tell you more of my experience being a mom, thriving in tech, and also creating a work-life balance for myself. Thank you very much for your time. See you next time, but before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, share your own story in the comment section. Subscribe or follow us in whichever channel you're watching this video. Then go ahead and join our community. We will always be available to support you, network with you, collaborate with you, and make sure that you reach your own dream. Yes, however big it is. So, for this week, I wish you the best, and I want to hear your story next time.